Hello YouTube, and here's another YouTube exclusive on the channel. This one's been requested a couple times now, so it's back in the rotation. Blue-Black Mill. Now with the Zendikar Rising spoilers, there's definitely some interesting things coming about, and the last time we approached this list, it was because Mill was made into a keyword. So, with these couple new things going on, let's take a look back and have ourselves a great time removing our opponent's library. Blue-Black Mill, let's look at the list. Blue-Black Mill, where your opponent's library is how far you have to go until you win the game. There's nothing too outstanding here. The Blue-Black Mill list is fairly established at this point. We grabbed one of the latest 5.0s, so if there were any slight adjustments from our last list, those are the ones that are prevalent. One thing to note is we don't have mission briefings in this list. Instead, this version decides Manic Scribe's the way to go. And we notice there's a few Aether Gusts here in the sideboard. Otherwise, other than the main removal spell being Drown in the Loch, which it shows up sometimes and sometimes not, the list is fairly stock with Ashiok to prevent the graveyard being a problem if you're milling into it, Surgical Extractions to take care of key pieces, Crypt Incursion to stay alive and get rid of the creatures, pretty good in a Euro list, Mesmeric Orbs, Glimpses, Hedron Crabs. You know the drill. It's Blue-Black Mill. Let's go to the matches. All right. Match 1 here. Immediately finding our opponent. Let's mill some people out. Blue-Black Mill, match 1. Let's play. And we do not get the draw, but we get a couple of archive traps. Now the Field of Ruin's a little bit rough here, but I think we're gonna blast someone. No monocolor deck, perfect. Oh, it's what we wanna see. And we have a crab here, Drown the Loch, Prismatic Vista. Oh, it's looking pretty good. I'm going to wait on this to bait them into using their archive trap here. Or sorry, using their Misty. If I played Crab, they might be patient. Hallowed Fountain. Well, I know they shocked him, but we're going for it. Blast them. Not to mention this might work for Visions here as well. My opponent opts. Should probably let the second archive trap fly. We'll do 2 though. We'll do 2. And I think I'm going to fire off a Visions here right now. Good luck, opponent. Use the Vision so I can draw some cards here. Archive trap again! Blast him! Shall we continue playing, opponent? Oh my. Can you fetch anything? Triple archive trap to start the league off. Yes. Oh, they're fetching. Do you have fetchable card? Oh, they have a fetchable card. That means 1 less for me to deal with. I think I'm putting crab down and trying to slap the field down here. See if they have a counterspell. I would like to mill you a few more. Pathing there is really good for us because we are really lacking in lands right now. We mill them for 3 more. We have 7 cards to go. It's a Stoneforge package to fairy shenanigans here. Do I see any forces? There's a force. There most certainly will be a force in game 2 and game 3. What's next? I like having a couple Drown the Lochs here. At this point, we've got 2 counter spells. Oh, yeah. Oh, they can fetch still? You have so many lands. 3 mana. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Visions here. It's pretty safe. Draw some cards. We'll go ahead and put a land down. Obviously, this doesn't let us do Hedron Crab, but with 3 Drown the Lochs here, I'm feeling fairly safe. I don't think I need to do anything else. We're 4 cards away from finishing this one off. I will attempt to counter. At the same time, hooking up a Sword of Fire and Ice, you go ahead and draw those cards, opponent. You draw those cards. There you go. All right, so what do we have here? Bridges seem okay in this matchup. Mystical Dispute seems pretty good. I think an Engineered Explosive possibly could come in here. Possibly. Maybe. Aether Gust, not seeing that. Extirpate. If I mill something that's a little more interesting to grab, it might be better than like a random Surgical here. Crypt Incursion doesn't hit too many things that we saw. It's mainly a Stoneforge Sharknado package, so I don't see Crypt Incursion being good, although the bridges are nice. Engineer Explosives could get rid of Sharks, so that might be a reason to bring that in. I don't know if there's a reason to really bring in Ashiok, other than they do some searching with the Stoneforge and their own fetch lands, and so that could be a consideration as well. If we're doing that, looking at what we have left, I'm afraid to pull out the Fatal Pushes because of Stoneforge. So we probably don't want to do that. I think Search needs to remain in for this one. Maybe I can ditch like a Manic Scribe here or something. There are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. Might be hard to get to, especially if I'm bringing in Ashiok. You know what? Let's do Manic Scribes out and consider these Ashioks. I like the idea of Collective Brutality as another removal spell. I think I'll grab a Fatal Push. Let's take the 2 Fatal Pushes out and bring in the Ashioks. For me, Ashiok seems like it's just better than being able to Fatal Push a Stoneforge, but this might come back to bite us. There you have it. We delayed our crab. Our opponent fetched, and we blasted them for a couple. I'm not upset with this opening hand. We have the Fatal Push for the Stoneforge. We have the Drown in the Lock. We have a crab, and we have an Archive Trap. Let's play Magic. It's a basic. It's basic. No fetch lands for our opponent. We'll play our crab down here. Looking pretty good. Got a couple fetch lands here, and I've got one of the better lands for me, being that it can return to its hand and continue the crab pressure. Crab is in play. No white mana currently for my opponent, so no path for crab. He feels safe. Field is okay to see here. I am fine with that. That forces searches. Ashiok's a hot one here. Let's do Polluted Delta. Make them mill. 3 lands. I think it's probably just smarter to do this still on our turn here. Opponent opts in response. That's fine. Setting themselves up for their next few turns. I'm going to go get a Watery Grave here and shock it in. Mill them for a bit more here as well. Drown the Lock is pretty online here, which is good for us. Hallowed Fountain. We can keep crab alive with the Drown the Lock. Maybe that's just the strategy this game. Counter, play, fetch, Ashiok, mill. That's pretty good. What are we up to, opponent? White, blue. If it's a Stoneforge, I think I try to counter. Nothing here. All right. Are they going to try to kill this on my upkeep? The answer is no. All right, crab doing crab things. Let's go ahead and fetch. Maybe they try to path now. Ooh, we're doing something. We're doing something. A Snapcaster. Not worried about a Snapcaster currently. They're going to try to path. I wonder if I go ahead and attempt to drown this or if I let it go and try to get Ashiok down. I probably try to drown this, right? Because I have 2 archive traps after this. Let's try to counter this spell. I'm getting black mana anyway, and I can pick off the Snapcaster if I'd like to. This mills for more anyway. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Snapcaster. I'm good with getting rid of the Snapcaster there. My opponent only has 2 blue, 1 white pips. We have the Palace in the Clouds, which is really nice with the returning of the Hedron Crab, and then I have this Ashiok. At some point, my opponent's probably going to have to fetch. And when they do this, we'll be in good shape. There's a Stone Forge. This actually forces a search here, which means my archive traps can just try to obliterate my opponent here. Remember, this is 26. This would be 30, and my opponent's at 36. This all resolves. We're in good shape. Sword of Fire and Ice. Going to end step just in case they want to fire off the Scalding Tarn. But they did search, so archive trap away. And we'll archive trap in response to this one too. Maybe I hit enough lands here that they're not able to go get them. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? So we fetched up a Hallowed Fountain. Are they going to counter this or get rid of Crab? They mana leak. That's fine. Crab is still here, doing crab things. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I don't mind if I do. Crab number 2. Mill away. What did they go get? I don't even care anymore. Sword of Fire and Ice? That's fine. Mill. Play down the Ashiok. Mill. Mill some more. Pass the turn. We have 11 cards to beat. Now, if they do have another land here, they could play Sword of Fire and Ice, protection from blue, swing in, either kill this or kill Crab. With my Palace in the Clouds, I think we've got a good shot here in game 1, game 2, and match 1 here. Currently on game 2. We're gonna hook you people watching this. It's gonna be great. To Fairy. Bounces a Crab. Can't bounce Ashiok. Crab has been bounced. I can replace it, Crab. Paths my other Crab. I will happily go get a little bit extra blue mana. So them bouncing drew them a card. Stoneforge is going to bash in for 1, which is fine. Hits Ashiok. I mean, this turn I'm getting a mill for 7, right? 3 or 4 and 3 plus orb. Oh, this person's done. Let's go ahead and do the mill first. Ta-da! We'll return the Palace. Gonna play the Crab. Gonna mill for the Crab. We're gonna play the Orb. And pass the turn. 2 cards to beat. Blue-black mill, blasting our Stoneforge friend out of the water, making them search for their artifacts, making us win the game. Archive Trap MVP there. Let's see if it continues. Match 2 coming up right here. Match 2. A great start here. Let's go ahead and get our opponent. Let's play some Magic. I can't believe how nice that first match was. Let's see if we can do it again. Archive Trap MVP? Will it continue? Let's find out. Oh, you know I have to. You know I have to. We're going to keep this. If we get another fetch land opponent, we'll be good. If we don't, it was just worth it to try for the glory. Here we go. Match 2, double arc. Oh, opponent, I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. Breeding Pool, shocks it in. Noble Hierarch. Get Archive Trapped. There's some euros down in there. Oh, pretty epic. Maybe not as epic as the last one. All right, snow-covered island into play past the turn. We have 2 euros in here, an Ice Fang, a Teferi, Noble Bird, Remands, Sword of Fire and Ice, Batterskull's in here, so Stoneforge is probably not as lethal to us right now. 3 mana. Attacks with the noblest of hierarchs. I'll probably just leave up the Drown the Lock this coming turn, right? Mesmeric Orb doesn't really mill for a whole lot. I think we can just leave up the Drown the Lock. We can take 5-6 turns here. Ice Fang. All right. I think I'm okay with this one as well. I want to use Drown the Lock to get like a euro or something a little more impactful than a couple 1/1x creatures. What's funny is we can force the search again if we find ourselves with another Archive Trap. Flooded Strand here. We have 4 mana. Are we going to be seeing a euro? See a euro, they attack. I put the orb into play. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Yes. You have lots of selections. This is the fastest you've been able to euro. This is a turn 3, man. We just accelerated you. Aren't we a nice guy? Countered. Go back to the graveyard. Fastest euro there. Courtesy of Archive Trap. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We do need to get this orb down. Gonna mill them out for some here. We gotta see. Can we do it? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. We almost need like a Crypt Incursion here to gain us some nice life. If we could hit one of our Crypt Incursions, it'd be good. We mill them for 5. Down to 17, and they'd have to tap 4 here to play Euro out. They draw a card, and if they attack with Ice Fang for 2, they'll mill 5 plus the draw. That'll be 6 cards deep. They'll have 11 cards remaining. A Glimpse the Unthinkable could close this game out. Them gaining life does not matter here. Plays a land. 16 cards to go. I can force the search for an Archive Trap as well. Hits for 2, I am at 14. This is going to be a close one. Gonna be a close one. Hallowed Fountain shocks it in, not to take any more mill. We mill 2. Come on. Ooh, crab. Crab. This is good. Play crab. Play our Polluted Delta. We can be patient here. How many paths do I see? 1, 2, 3. I see an On Thin Ice as well. Let's be patient here. I can wait until they go to path my Hedron Crab. And we have this extra Field of Ruin. Woo! Geist of Saint Trapped. Heck yeah, opponent. Get us. Attacks for 7, they're going to draw another card. This means that I need only 2 activations here. Misty. Obviously no blocks. I'll take my 7. Oh, buddy. We mill. We're trying to avoid the path that they might have in hand. Collective Brutality. Field. Mill. I can use Field of Ruin to mill again, and the Polluted Delta. Not to mention they're milling 2 by these. I think we got there. We'll force this. Temple Garden. Blast it. We got there. Concession. Archive Trap's pretty good. It even got a turn 3 Euro, and we blasted through it. Let's go to sideboard. Okay. Extirpate's probably okay here. We want to grab things from the graveyard. Ashiok's probably okay. We saw a Stoneforge package again. Mystical Dispute looks okay here. I don't like Engineered as much. Bantu, Damnation, and Bridge look like okay things as well. Alright, I got 9 cards I'm interested in. 9 cards. Manic Scribe I took out last time. I'm going to take Search or his Kanta out. This isn't as a control matchup. This is more of a creature matchup. So we'll do those. I'm tempted to leave more Fatal Pushes in this time. Surgical looks like it's pretty important here. I like Crypt Incursion here. I like Archive Trap. Collective Brutality I don't feel is as strong. So there we are. We got a Bridge now in. We have Bantu, Damnation, and Bridge left. Fatal Push could be a little bit harder to activate against a Euro. We could take that and bring in an additional... Let's do an additional Bridge. We can get Bridge down earlier. I think this is good. I don't think I want the Damnation and the Bantus here. Not sure. Maybe I'm leaning too heavily on just needing to extirpate or surgical out. But Damnation against like a Batterskull, it's not the best. So let's go with this. We did see Force of Negation again. Another card we'll have to dodge. And we'll try to do that. Woo, buddy. This is a good first match, second match. I like it. I'm going to keep this. The Extirpate's really good against getting Euro, and I definitely want to try to get rid of that. Got a couple fetch lands here too. Hedron Crab's looking real powerful. We'll see if he sticks. There he be. This crab. With the Cup Islands. Breeding Pool, fetch for Misty Rainforest. They're happy to see I'm passing and no Archive Traps this time around. Alright, Flooded Strand here. Are we going to get rid of my Hedron Crab? We're going to just play some Magic. We're an end combat step. If they do path this, I just have to orb. There we go. Our turn. Let's do a Vista here, see what I hit. If I hit a Euro, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Extirpate. I feel like they would have pathed at my upkeep if they wanted to get rid of Crab and not get milled out. Well, I hit a Stoneforge. I think we can hang tight here. We'll wait for my opponent to react by cracking the Flooded Strand. In response, I'll crack the Prismatic Vista. And then if I hit anything else, I'll Extirpate. So we'll go ahead and do this now. Looking to hit anything else useful right here. And the answer is... oh, snap. A Mirroring Crusader could be a problem. I don't think there's anything else I want at the moment. Mirroring Crusader is a pain, but then Snaring Bridge can deal with that. Hallowed Fountain here does shock it in. You just have an Ice Fang. There you go. All right. For me, I think a Euro being cast here is frustrating, but not game-ending because we can extirpate it away. So that's sort of my hope, is that's what they go after, and I think that is the creature we have to get rid of. Even though it does draw and it kind of speeds up our mill clock, I think it's definitely the creature to kill. I'll be really sad if this is a Mirran Crusader. Because we had a chance to extirpate it away. Alright. A Glimpse the Unthinkable here. Hedron Crab down. This might be a turn where I just Mesmeric Orb, trying to get my opponent to mill further. So I will try to play this. A Force would stop this, but I do know my opponent has to obviously attack me. Forget which one it is. It's just untapping. Alright. Orb does its thing here. Remands. There's a Geist. On thin ice. Not worried about any of this. Looking for Euro. Next turn I can Glimpse and Extirpate, and then the following turn I can Field. Play the Bridge and Extirpate. Waiting for them to try to get rid of this crab at some point. I haven't seen a path. Land. Blue, green is available. We have also double white. There's a Teferi. This is fine with me. Bounces Orb. So they kind of want me to replay that Orb, I suppose. Hits me for some damage. No blocks. Bonus crab here. Alright, because I got a bonus crab, we're playing crab down. I'm playing the land. Gonna mill them for a bunch. I might try to play orb back down. It'd be interesting if they finally fire off a path, if they've had that for a while. Alright, land comes down here, we mill. Is it just another orb turn? Might be. I'd love to see a Force of Negation here. I would pick that off now. I don't see a Force yet. We'll just try to replay our orb. Do you have a Force now? There we go. There's a Force. Okay. Nothing to happen here. We're just going to pass. And we will have no actions really here either. 27 cards to go. I'm okay to take this amount of damage here because I have the field. Can field, attempt a glimpse, and then try to bridge. We're not dead. Not yet, at least. Ashiok. Okay. It's pretty good. They mill me some. Obviously, they're not going to mill themselves. Oh, snap. Do I just win here? If I tap 2 down after using field, I don't get to, but I force. I can archive trap. I'm going to do at least a mill of 3 here. This is so close. What if I lead with a bridge trying to bait out something here? Let's start with field. See what else I mill. I can almost get an idea of if I've gotten through all the Force of Negations. Another Teferi, Stoneforge, Swords, Ice Fangs. So I only see one Force of Negation over here right now. We're getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see their Batter Skull yet. We have a Sword of Fire and Ice. I see 1 Stoneforge, 2 Stoneforge. I see an on Thin Ice. I don't see any paths. I see 3 on it Thin Ices. Let's go for a Glimpse that plays around a Mana Leak here. They don't do anything. Do I just Archive Trap? Archive Trap and try to go for the win? I think we go for it. I'm going to hit the Breeding Pool here, because then I can go to second main phase to cast this. This forces the search, which is all I want. We'll get rid of the mana pool here. Go to second main phase. No attacks. We'll attempt to Archive Trap. Is it enough? Did we do it? You didn't counter the first thing. Why would you counter this one then? Archive Trap. MVP against Euro Piles. You're seeing it here. Good results. 2-0 over Null. Match 3. Next up. Do we Archive Trap again? Let's find out. Match 3 coming up. Playing the mill. Blue-black mill. Or shall we say Archive Trap mill in Modern. Oh. Oh. We are getting maybe a touch lucky with our matchups, but they're working out. Mirroring Crusader in that last one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Let's find out how we do here. Our opponent has been found. Match 3. Let's look at our opening hand. We get to play first. All right. No crab. No crab, but we have a reasonably decent hand. No Archive Trap either. We'll go ahead and give this one a shot, though. Give it a shot. Glimpse them. Manic Scribe them. Who knows what we'll be doing. Opponent mulls to 5, to 4, to 3. Sorry, not 3, but they are at 4. They have mulligan to 4 cards. I hope they don't go any further. You can do it, opponent. Keep that 4. I bet it's Tron. Prismatic Vista, pass the turn. Let's see what's going on with our opponent. Watery Grave, shocks it in. Blue mana. Uh-oh. Unclear of how I feel about this matchup. This is Crabvine, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go fetch an island here. See what they get here. They get a Narcomoeba. Oh boy. With a Glimpse the Unthinkable behind it. Let's do... Should I do a Collective Brutality? Steal something? Oh. Let's go 2 modes here. Look at the hand and kill the creature. I'm going to get rid of, I think, a Fatal Push, not to like give any hints at what I am. I have the Drown the Lock here. It's fine removal. Oh, it's just Hedron Crab and Vengevine. Okay. It's not terrible. We're trying to hint that we're not a Visions of Beyond list. I'm gonna get this Polluted Delta. They're milling themselves. There's a Prized Amalgam. Oh, please don't hit anything too brutal, please. We know it's Vengevine and an unknown card. If they get a few other... Oh, no, Overgrown Tomb. I was gonna say if they get something else here, they could play the Secret Keeper. There's Vengevine. Oh man, I need a Surgical now. Boy, do I need a surgical right now. I'm so afraid to do this glimpse. Should I be afraid? I don't know how we I don't know. I don't know. This needs delirium right now. We have creature, land, creature. There's a grave crawler. They're gonna be able to cast this and the grave crawler. They have Vengevine here. I probably am not supposed to make them go crazy mill here. At least not this turn. But we'll show them what we're made of. We have 3 types here. Oh, creeping chill. It's the worst. Oh. Oh. Alright. Well, we didn't hit our extirpate surgicals. I could potentially try for that here with the visions, but they're going to cast a couple things here. Crab doing crab things. We might... Couple more glimpses. Secret Keeper. I could hit a Crypt Incursion here, so maybe it's just like glimpse. Because it's Vengevine. And they're only getting... Oh, they're getting a Vengevine. Man, if Vengevine shows up here, it's going to be... Oh, they glimpse themselves. The big brain plays. I don't understand it. Okay. Now I can Visions, and now I can just blast their graveyard here. Visions we go. Okay. Just play an orb and glimpse them. I see a grave crawler here. I don't see another grave crawler at the moment. They play 2 things and have some Vengevines here. I need to be able to counter one of these. I'm probably in the market for just an orb and pass. And I need to be able to kill one of those and block. So let's go with that route. They mill a little bit here. I'm hoping they don't hit too many crazy things. There's a Creeping Trill. There's a crab and another Vengevine. So they have the Vengevine in hand. They have only a grave crawler here. They play an Overgrown Tomb. Okay. They mill themselves. Oh, they mill me. Oh, that was rude. That was rude. They can play this Vengevine, which I can counter. Just gonna counter it. So now it's in the yard. They have a grave crawler. A singleton grave crawler here. We mill some to see if we activate Manic Scribe here. We hit Drown, Polluted, Fatal. Ooh, I hit a crab here. I play crab. I play land. I use field. That's 3, 6... 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's not enough, is it? Let's see. We have 1 grave crawler here. I don't want to enable this really any more than I have to. So I'm going to give them a mill of 4 here and then kill them next turn. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to try to prevent them from hitting another grave crawler. We'll see. Oh, it's the first card. Oh, it's the second card. Alright, so we can cast 2 grave crawlers here. 2 Gravecrawlers get a bunch of things back. Oh my gosh, they didn't do it. Oh no, they don't have a zombie. Oh my gosh. I'm so worried about the crazy play here. Meanwhile, we're totally fine. It's Visions here just to be super safe. And then we can play a land, mill. In fact, the milling of the Gravecrawlers is OP. Oh gosh, it's an Archamoeba. Oh no, this is going to bring back all the prize amalgams. Oh, I should have played the fetch land. Oh, I'm good because the Mesmeric Orb is going to get them here because the prize amalgams are going to come back. They'll come into play tapped. I know I have more black mana, right? Snow-covered swamp here. Uh-oh. How many swamps do I have? I have 2 and I have 4 islands. So I need to tap in such a way that I leave the islands, I think. Because I have 1 island here. It looks like I have an extra island. I hope I have an extra island. Oh, I have an extra island. Mill them some more here. There's another Narcomoeba. All these are triggering. These enter tapped, right? Yeah, enters tapped. So we glimpse this. And then if they bring any of them back, they lose. Creeping Shield takes me to 7. Ho ho. My mind is all scrambled. If they have a creature in hand, I see 3 Gravecrawlers. They can't bring any of these back. Oh, I see 4 Gravecrawlers. There's a Gravecrawler here. Alright, so they untap these and we win. Because they can't draw, because Mesmeric Orb. Oh, and Manic Scribe now, because I have a 4th type. What's my 4th type? Oh, the Visions came in and it's... No, that's round. Collected. Wait, what was it? Oh, creature. The crab made the creature as well. Dang. We did it. There's a Watery Grave as the last card as well. Woo, buddy. Whew. Crabvine. Okay, Ashiok's coming in. Slam dunk Ashiok. So, Engineered seems okay. I actually think Damnation and Bontus is okay. Ashiok and Bridges are in. Extirpate seems good as well. Crypt Incursion, yes. Search for Kanta, no. Archive Trap, probably worth a little bit here. I'm worried about the Fatal Push maybe not being enough. Collective Brutality doesn't seem like it's good here. My opponent does search. I'm just afraid that's going to like super enable them. But maybe it's the way we just blast them away. I wish I had another Crypt Incursion. Vision seems good. Drown the Lock seems pretty okay here. Actually, Drown the Lock maybe isn't as good. I counter a spell, but they're just casting 2 things. Let's take Drown the Lock out. I'll take 1 Fatal as well. We're using Fatal to get rid of Gravecrawlers or other zombies so that they can't utilize Gravecrawler and recast it, since we've figured that out. And we'll bring in some things that interact with our opponent's graveyard. Getting an Ashiok, Extirpate, or Surgical here is probably good. I like this hand. Ooh. I think we can mulligan this. We have better things to do than a Glimpse, and that's it. There we go. I sort of hate this hand, too. 1 lander I don't like. Let's try it. I'm going to get rid of the Manic Scribe. We're going to try it. I might wait a while to figure out what I want to extirpate. I think it's Vengevine. or Creeping Chill for the most part. Water Grave here. And we have the Merfolk Secret Keeper. See a crab over here. Land. Alright, Crypt Incursion's not bad. I think we'll just pass the turn. I don't really need to place a Hedron Crab into play here. My opponent's going to do some milling for me anyway. We'll hope the Extirpate can hit something really juicy. Stitchers. I see a Silver Moat Ghoul and another Secret Keeper. We have an Overgrown Tomb tapped. This one, at the beginning of end step, if you gain 3 or more life, return. So, let's not worry about that. Surgical's nice. We'll just stay the steady path of about to blow up my opponent's graveyard. We can now nail a Creeping Chill. We can nail a Vengevine. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We got 20 points of life here to work with. No fears. No fears. I could Fatal Push this Stitcher as well at end step. A little bit dangerous. Polluted Delta. Cracking the Polluted Delta. We're getting there for the visions to really unlock me too. That would be a reason to fetch blue. Prized Amalgam. I think I'm going to Fatal Push this Prized Amalgam. Then we can wait on our turn to see what else I draw here. Oh boy. Let's do a Surgical and Prized Amalgam. Let's see if I want to grab anything else. We have a Glimpse, a Creeping Chill, and a Narcomoeba. Alright, what do we have to beat? We currently have to beat Vengevine. That's probably it. Lands we have left in my opponent's deck include Overgrown Tomb, Watery Grave, Swamp. We have 4 Gravecrawlers that we might have to beat as well. And these ghouls. Creeping Chills, they have 4 still. We have a Chill, Glimpse, Narco. Okay. Plus the Secret Keeper. Alright. Are they just gonna glimpse themselves? We're on turn 4, one lander. The good old one lander. Glimpses themselves. Alright, we've hit a couple Creeping Chills here. We could extirpate this because the Creeping Chills are sort of a problem. This does put us out of range of the visions, but we also get the chill out of their hand. They are able to bring back a Gravecrawler because of the Stitcher being a zombie. I don't think I want to take this, though, and have all this damage coming my way, plus the ghouls. Alright, we got them all. So at this point, I've got to beat Vengevine, it looks like. We have Secret Keeper and Amoeba. Alright, we don't take too much, which is good. A good Crypt Incursion wins this game, too. So if we can get a blue land, put down a crab, have the visions. Land? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, Keeper Amoeba were the cards. Nothing too worrisome here. We're not going to see any more ghouls. We could see future Gravecrawlers. They top decked a Gravecrawler. They're putting Amoeba and Gravecrawler in. Oh my gosh, where's my land? Where's my lands? I don't deserve this. Maybe I do. 4, 5, 6 damage. It's half. Needing a way to get Crab down. As a defender, might not matter here. 2 mana. Collective Brutality. They get to look at our hand here. There's nothing too fancy here. Alright, looks like we're going to be going to game 3. Down to 4. I have nothing that stops enough of this. We do hit our land, but we won't show it. Okay. Let's not keep a one-lander, apparently. It's kind of a continuous lesson. Gonna take one Manic Scribe out and bring in a Fatal Push for the Stitchers. Just seems like an okay thing to be doing here. Let's make this actually a Drown in the Lock. It's a little harder to cast, but I kind of like that. Echoing Truth could be interesting as an instant way to get rid of Vengevine and make it actually harder for them to recast them. Or the Prized Amalgams. I'm not sure if I like that or I like the Bantu Damnation plan. Let's hit an Ashiok here. And some ways to interact with our graveyard. Alright, 2 lands. We've got a Crab. We have a Visions. This is really hard to pass up. I'm going to keep this. We're going to get a Watery Grave with the Polluted Delta and put Crab in. We have to do that because this needs to fetch black for Ashiok to guarantee that Ashiok will be playable. My opponent's mulled to 5 cards again. Which is not good, but it is what it is. Watery Grave. And a Crab. If we can get to this Ashiok, it'll be really good. So we may not even target them. We might target ourselves here, not to blow up the world here with too much on these first few turns. Turn 1 Gravecrawler. Wow. Okay. I hit a Manic Scribe. Let's go after ourselves here. I don't want to enable them just yet. Fatal Push, Orb, and a Polluted Delta here. Let's go ahead and fetch. We're going to hit ourselves again. I'm going to go get that black mana. Hopefully I don't hit too many lands here. Surgical Hedron and Glimpse. And I think I'm good. I'm going to just let them naturally untap here. I want to get Ashiok down before anything else happens here. I'm cool with getting hit for 2. That's fine. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, Gravecrawler. They followed up with a Venture Deeper. They hit a Gravecrawler, another Venture Deeper. Nothing dangerous yet. Land. Oh, we hit it. We hit it. Now we can go after them. And Ashiok now into play. And goodbye, Graveyard. I hit a Narcomoeba doing that. Feels good. Feels good. Alright. We might be blocking with Crab here. Just so I can then get the Manic Scribe. Visions and Manic Scribe are probably the 2 things I play this next turn. Blocky. I don't have any more lands. No real reason to worry about it. We have the Delirium now. It's kind of interesting because Manic Scribe is on their turn. So we'll see how that plays out. Gravecrawler, Prized Amalgam, Ancient Grudge here. There's a Field. Field's kind of cute because it could kind of mess them up here. I could play Manic Scribe and Mesmeric Orb here. I'm sort of worried if this will screw us up here. I don't see any Vengevines yet. My opponent needs another card, though. I see a Gravecrawler, and a Gravecrawler. So 2 in exile, and 1 in La La Land over here. Alright. I see 1 swamp. I don't see the other one just yet. Let's Manic Scribe. Let's go for it. Manic Scribe to defend. Does some more milling. There's a Creeping Chill. Not much I'm going to do about that at the moment. We have a ghoul that we're going to get rid of. We're going to do an orb. We're going to just hope that they don't go crazy here this next turn. I had a claim and some prized amalgams. Nothing crazy this turn, opponent. Get milled. Islands. Marsh Flats. There's a Vengevine and a Narcomoeba. That's okay. I can handle a Narcomoeba in the air. Vengevine, no real easy way for them to draw two things here, or play two things. We can block with Manic Scribe. Plays a crab. Plays the crab. We like the crab. Taps nothing else. Alright, Mesmeric Orb triggers for us. 23 cards to beat. Bantu's Crypt Incursion. So we hit a crab. Let's start with a Visions here, just to cycle one card. Hit a Fatal Push. Okay. I can permanently get rid of this Gravecrawler if I wanted to. I can permanently get rid of the Narcomoeba. Let's get rid of the Narcomoeba here. You know what? I could just mill here and then see what happens on their turn. I don't like that either. Alright, I'm going to kill this Narcomoeba. We're going to leave them with a Gravecrawler here. I'm going to go ahead and mill them some more. We're going to put in... I think I'm going to put in a crab here as a defending piece. I see one Vengevine. Manic Scribe plus Watery Grave triggers. Stitcher plus 2 Vengevines. Well, that's not ideal. Not ideal, but I think as long as they can't play 2 spells, we're okay. And I think Field might be a straight Stone Rain at this point. So we're going to fire that off this coming turn. I see an island over here. Thought I see a swamp. We'll mill a few. We lose our other Crypt Incursion on that mill. Show me the Archive Trap. Show me the Archive Trap. Get him. How many Creeping Chills do I have here? I see one Creeping Chill. I see one Creeping Chill. I was going to have to just do Narcomoeba here and not worry about the Archive Trap probably. Because I can't take 3 Creeping Chill. No, I can. They're 3 damage, right? Yeah, I could hit him with an Archive Trap. Woo! Mill. Ooh. Takes down the Crabvine. That's 3-0. Next match. Let's go. Currently 3-0. Trying to get this to work. Blue-black mill in Modern. Ooh, buddy. That last one. We were overcomplicating a few pieces. Got excited about the Gravecrawler. Wasn't meant to be. Finished it out. Whew. Brain was boggled. We were giving creatures too much power. I think I would bring in an Engineered Explosives looking at that one again in the future. Engineered on 1 seems to do a lot. Anywho, we're going again. Match 4. Playing Blue-Black Mill. We get to play first. Always a good thing. Ooh, it's a one-lander. I'm going to keep it because Archive Trap has been so kind to us. We can Fatal Push something. Archive Trap has been so kind to us. I can't not, right? It has to happen. If I top deck a land, we have 2 drowns. This person's going to be searching. No basic. Let's go. Fetch land. It's a good fetch land. It's a really good fetch land you got there, opponent. Oh, Fatal Push. Against Jund, though, this will be okay. We'll see if they do some searching. Oh, they don't. They fear. They fear the trap. Search. Search. I actually like 2 Fatal Pushes seeing a green-black land here. Yes. Go find the cards you need. I'm going to blast them now. Good luck, opponent. Oh. Oh. Get trapped. Look at them blood moons over there. Let's see if they have any searchable lands here in a moment. It looks like they will. I do need to hit my second land. If I do not hit my second land, we're in trouble. Scavenging Ooze. We can take care of that. Get pushed. All right, 22 cards. Need a top deck land here. All right, we have 2 counter spells here, a Fatal Push as well. We can stop a Blood Moon, which is what we'll do. We can stop God of Destiny. We can stop some nasty things from happening to us. Nope. Nope. Denied. Is this black border? White border, black border. What are we doing? What are we doing, opponent? I don't have much at 4. I'm going to hold here with the Prismatic Vista. If I get lucky enough to find a crab, I would like to play the crab and then play a fetch land here. So we'll chill. The other thing, actually, I'm on main phase 1. Main phase 2, I'm going to put this into play. If they play another Blood Moon, because I only see 3, then it would be really super nice to just be like, cool, I'll just go get a basic and I won't worry about this. And save the Drown the Lock for the future. Let's do it that way. Wooded Foothills. Goes a-searching. Bloodbraid Elf here will be interesting. I could Fatal Push that. Cascade happens. Finds a Stomp. Bone Crusher. What are we casting? Cast the Bone Crusher side. Let's go ahead and counter that. I can wait on this Bloodbraid Elf. I can take this for a turn, or I can collect a Brutality to remove it. So, no rush. No rush. Let's play an Orb. They've got to attack me to win this game. Let's see if they can do it. And again, no rush. I can use this Collective Brutality for later. Mills 5. Bolt, Arbor Elf, God of Destiny, Pillage, and Stomping Ground hit the bin. They have another Pillage that could get rid of the Orb. I see a Pillage here. I see a Pillage here. That's 2. I wonder how many they play nowadays. We'll take another 3 points here. Totally fine. Stomping Ground shocks it in. Oh. We're casting something. Oh. That's a big guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to mill 6 here. I'm going to mill 2. Hit another land. I'm at 14 here. Let's do this. We're gonna We're going to 2-mode this. 6-12. 6-12, 13, 14, 15. So if I do a gain 2 life, I avoid a bolt killing me. There's a bolt here, bolt here, bolt here. I need to probably avoid a stone. Guys, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably want them to untap with this to mill more. But if I have them mill 5 anyway, and they can't really play another creature. This has Vigilance, which is really good for them. Let's go 2 modes here. 2 modes, peek at the hand, kill the creature. We're going to get rid of the Polluted Delta. This way I have at least a Fatal Push for a follow-up Bloodbraid Elf. We have a Bone Crusher Giant and a Seasoned Pyromancer here. Alright. Well, luckily, Fatal Push can kill those. They may not even bother, though, because they have the Gargoth. 2 attacks here with Gargaroth wins this game, so I need a mill spell right here to win the game. If they do nothing here, I probably fetch, kill the creature they might make here, because they don't want to draw a card. We'll mill 3 and see what we top deck. Yeah, because, let's see here. Hedron Crab doesn't do it here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take this. We're gonna try to hit the Glimpse the Unthinkable off the top. Fatal Push the Beast here for funsies. Here we go. Mill 3 cards and take the 4th card. Vision, Surgical, Drown. I hit myself as Surgical here. I can get the Stomp, sort of, if my opponent's not paying attention. Which I think they are. I presume they're going to get a Stomp here. Crypt Incursion would have done it too. The Drown the Lock would have done it as well. They had a Lightning Bolt, another Gargaroth as well, and a Pillage. Dang. Bummer. Alright, they hit me for 6 here. They milled the Lightning Bolt and the Misty. If I would have gained the life here, I would be up 2 instead of looking at the hand. I would have been able to take 1 more draw. We'll see what it would have been. We'll mill 1 and then draw 1, see if it was enough. There you go. Opponent's taking us down. Game 1. Milled the Mesmeric Orb, drawn. Alright, this is a Bond 2's Damnation, Engineered Explosives, and Bridge matchup for sure. Aether Gust here as well. This is all delicious. Fatal Push looks good here. I don't like Search. I don't particularly like Collective Brutality here. Drown's fine. Glimpse fine. Manic Scribe probably can go. I have spot for 2 more. Probably just 1 to 2 Surgicals is fine to take out here. And if I'm doing that, I might as well convert 1 to an Extirpate. Converting 1 to an Extirpate lets me get around Stomp, if we want to try for that again. Okay. Let's give it a shot. My opponent will fetch. Archive Trap did let us down there. So if we would have gained with that, probably should have gained instead of looking. Because if they had the bolt, yeah. Looking back on it, gaining's probably just smarter. If they had the bolt, they're going to fire the bolt off anyway. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Killing the Bloodbraid Elf a little faster. buys us a little bit more time. All right, let's play first. Not look back to it. I like everything except that I have one land here. We're going to mulligan this, but I like it. All right. Let's keep this. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of a fatal push here. We're actually going to go ahead and slam the engineered explosives out on 1. I think I want to do that. If I wait... I'm not going to wait here because my opponent could have Utopia Sprawl and then I go, okay, I'm going to try to do that. This allows me to just take out any things on 1 or prevent my opponent from really doing anything with things on 1. So there's an Arbor Elf. This is probably going to get fired off immediately. I don't mind firing this off immediately. It's going to give me a moment to try to get this bridge out. Might have to cycle some of these Visions of Beyond. There we go. There's the Utopia Sprawl. Wow. All right. Let's cycle Visions here. We have the field. Let's go ahead and show them the field and pass turn. Fortunately, I have no counter, but they didn't have a second land here, so... Utopia Sprawl into Scavenging Ooze. Okay. I think I'm good with just taking this out. Taking this out and then getting to Fatal Push the Scavenging Ooze is really nice. Keeps the graveyards kind of plush with future goodies for what? Visions, Drown, Glimpses, so on and so forth. They'll be able to eat one thing here with the Scavenging Ooze. And I'm pretty safe for a turn here. I'm also Blood Moon proof. We'll see if they want to eat my side or their side. They could eat their Arbor Elf. They choose not to. Arbor Elf is not very tasty. There's a Utopia Sprawl. We're still ramping. We're still ramping. This Utopia Sprawl is a little bit safer. We got double red. Shelldock. A late game Crypt Incursion is probably good. I like the Damnation, but Crypt Incursion probably just close to winning this game for us. I'm good with waiting here to see what's the next spell so that I can drown the Locket. And we'll have a little more mana open when the Shelldock untaps. And if it's a Blood Moon, I won't worry about this being under there. It's a Stomp. No, it's the Bone Crusher Giant side. I can probably just counter this. This is probably safe to counter. It's a 4/3. It's a big body. This comes into play tapped. Let's go ahead and glimpse them, get things rolling for the Shelldock, and we'll pass the turn. I see a Cinder Vines over here. A Seasoned Pyromancer just hit the bin. Elder Gargaroth. Oh. Maybe my opponent will stumble here for a few turns. Don't see any pillages. Plays in the Bone Crusher Giant. Pretty good for them. We got land here. We're going to snap off our bridge, pass turn. Want a few more cards in the graveyard if I can before firing off the Visions. I am afraid of a pillage hitting this bridge, though. We'll see if that's what they've got. Haven't seen any. Ooh. Relic's kind of nasty. Okay. Okay, we got an Aether Gust. It's kind of nice. activates, I'll just get rid of a field. Okay with the slow activation here. So I can stop a pillage, which would get rid of our bridge, so we're in good shape with the Aether Gust in that regard. We have a Wooded Foothills. 16 cards in the yard. I have to somehow get around this relic, unfortunately, if I want to get full value out of my visions, which may just not be a thing. This is if a graveyard or a library has 20 or fewer. So we have 14 cards to get to this. Well, kind of good with a Aether Gust on the God of Destiny. That card's a bit of a problem for a while. Would you like that on top or at bottom, opponent? They put this back on top. Relics away. We'll just do engineered explosives. We can't get anything out of our yard anyway. Not concerned about that. An archive trap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If I do this now, they're going to just pop the relic. I think I have to just allow them to draw the God of Destiny and battle a God of Destiny here. You have to remember that we don't care about our life total. We just care that that's going to be making the graveyards a bit strange. So they replay this. End step, I'm going to go ahead and archive trap. I don't think they'll pop relic in response to this. They might pop relic in response to a visions. Alright, we'll just kind of let this go. We have now a glimpse. This is looking really nice because I can set this up to do visions. And the more things here, the better. We'll attempt a visions here and see if they pop relic, and in response I'll shell dock to gain a whole bunch of life. The bait card being visions. It's a scary thing, right? We're going from 20 life up to 71. And we'll take a random one draw. They got 10 cards to beat me here. We'll hold our one land in hand. 71 life. Good luck, opponent. It's a lot of life total they got to get rid of. We're down to 69. Chandra. Up for mana here. Up for mana. It's good. Good. It's got to be up for mana. I know how this card works. You can't go up for damage. Up for mana. Good. They did it. Applause, please. 2 lands here. Gonna wait until I find myself with a crab. I will play before this becomes able to attack me. Windswept Teeth here. That's not gonna be fetching. Chandra should go up here to 6. God of Destiny didn't do any damage. We have 8 turns. 8 turns, opponent. Drown in the Lock. I'm gonna just hang tight here. We can destroy this creature if we'd like to. Probably not going to. Alright, Chandra could do some damage here. Chandra could. Depends on how many spells they have here. It's another land. That's not good. I also don't want to put anything in for the God of Destiny yet. Looking for some mill spell. A mill spell, please. Crab will do it. Crab will do it. Play crab. Mill. Pass turn. We've got 3 cards there. I can't beat them here, so I'm going to wait to be able to play my other Polluted Delta. They draw 1 card here, and I also would mill them. They do get an extra 2 points of damage here. Let's assume that all 6 cards or damage. That's only 30 damage here. Crypt Incursion doing its thing. Hey, Aether Gust. All right. I think I'm pretty good. I want to leave as much as I can in there for the Crypt Incursions. Engineer Explosive does seem really good. I think we're gonna just submit. Submit. We're even on games now. Let's win. Let's win. They'll play first. Oh, this could go either way. Being on the draw here could be detrimental. Crypt Incursion in hand, though, I probably go for it. We'll see if they have a couple more relics. The Shelldock Crypt Incursion plus the Visions was really good. Pretty good. Alright, I can't keep this. I have an Archive, but I have a Field of the Ruin. Definitely not a keepable hand. I can't cast anything, so mulligan here. Opponent's thinking about this. If you mulligan like 3 or 4 times, opponent, you'll be good. Less cards to get through. All right, this hand, I think we can work with this one. I think I'm going to keep this, and I don't want to ditch a land necessarily because it gets me the black mana. At the same time, it'd be nice to be able to Archive Trap and get something that gets rid of the bridge. Let's keep this. Let's get rid of a Glimpse. I'm going to try to hit with the Extirpate. Oh, my opponent's lagging. I hope they don't lag out. With the Extirpate, I am going to try to hit a Pillage. I don't recall seeing anything else that could have gotten rid of a bridge. And if I can do that, then I can use Aether Gust in response to Chandra, Torch of Defiance. And by doing that, I can probably keep this game under wraps underneath the bridge. Archive Trap here is, at some point, they'll probably fetch. The deck has about 6 to 8 fetches. 4 Windswept, 4 Wooded Foothills, roughly. Maybe a few less. So I think the Archive Trap's going to be able to hit something. Hopefully my opponent's not losing their connection. They're saying they're lagging. We're 1-1, and I don't want to win this one just because my opponent lags out here. So fingers crossed we get a game. Look at this guy's face. He's getting like divided into the void, the ether, just the light. Also, Archive Trap is really cool because it's like a big archive of books and stuff, and it's like underground, and then the ceiling caves in. The ceiling caves in because Bridge was beating someone up. That's what happened. That's what happened. Archive Trap's right below the bridge. That's probably not true. Oh no, they're lagging really hard. You got this, opponent. I believe in you. Alright, it appears my opponent's back. We've got a Basic Forest and a Utopia Sprawl to cut things off. Okay. Hopefully they'll fetch at some point. We got the Archive Trap. We have the Field of Ruin to force the search as well. And like I said, we've just got to hit. There's our black mana. Put that in play. Scary thing here, I guess, is actually a Quick Blood Moon. Quick Blood Moon would be a little bit rough, but we get around that. We have the basic island. There's the Wooded Foothills. So I have to wait for this to resolve. Then I can Archive Trap and try to Extirpate something. They don't get an extra forest, so I don't think it's Blood Moon here. It's Pillage. Well, that's kind of nice for us. Because that's the card I wanted to get rid of. I think there's 2 pillages, though. I see 2 bone crushers. I think, honestly, pillage is just the thing that gets them out of this. So we're going to steal the pillage here. See a God of Destiny. That's going to be a problem card as well. And we have a relic here. So we have Endless Forest God Relic. It's going to be an interesting one. Alright, let's put our basic out. So, my opponent can kill me with the God. The relic stops a crypt incursion later. They play their forest. They play relic. They're going to play God of Destiny. I can bounce the God of Destiny at some point. That's probably our out at this point. We also have the luxury of just possibly milling them out. We will see. We will see. We have Endless, which is a spider spawning thing. And we have an unknown pair of cards. That immediate pillage was rough. Set us back a land too. Takes our extirpate. We're down to 18. Again, their life total does not matter this game. Uses relic as well. I've got nothing else in my yard. Bloodbraid spins the wheel, hits a Seasoned Pyromancer. This is kind of an interesting turn. Alright, so they don't have the Endless Web in the hand, which is sort of okay for us, but this is going to be a lot of damage. Let's get a basic Swamp here. It's going to be a lot. This is 7 damage here. I almost need like Bantus off the top. If I play bridge here, I play land and the bridge here, I save myself 4 damage. I'm going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty much playing to damnation at this point. Gotta play towards damnation. Bridge it is. Oh man, does our run stop here? I'm gonna take the 2. I say I'm playing towards damnation. I don't think it matters now that I'm thinking of God of Destiny. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Going to 1. Bolts us. That'll be the game. Dang. Panza Gruul beats us down. Didn't get there. Well. Can't get the 5-0. We can go for a 4-1 though. We are currently 3-1. Archive Traps have been doing well, but just not this time. We'll see you in the next one. Match 5 coming up here. We've been playing well with the blue-black mill, stumbling a little bit in our last game, but we did take it 3 full games. 3-1, going to find our final opponent here and see if we can't clench a 4-1 victory on this bright and wonderful day. Match 5 coming up. And the opponent was found immediately. Sort of immediately. Immediate enough. All right, let's play first. I'm going to keep this because I have 2 orbs. I can use the Prismatic Vista to go get an island here. That should be okay to cantrip with the visions or potentially use more. I think we're okay with 2 lands here. If I get a 3rd land, the field's probably going to fix our mana to get us the Drown the Lock or the Collective Brutality. Opponent's mulled to 5. Wonder why we're mulling. I hope it's nothing that dangerous. Prismatic Vista into play, and go, my opponent. Our opponent is playing Tron. This will be okay with our field. There's an expedition map. Our field will at least take care of something here. Top deck is a Search for Azcanta. Alright, instead of playing the Mesmeric Orb to mill 1, I'm going to do Search for Azcanta to help us find that next land. We look blue-white control currently with the Search in play. Haven't been able to play this one most of the time, so we're going to see how it plays out for us here. Search of Visions. We can put this into our graveyard. We're looking for a land, and that should be the hint here. Alright, looks like I just get to play Orb here and plan to Archive Trap them. Plan to Archive Trap them. Archive Trap, this mill a little bit here. We had a main deck Wormcoil Engine? Uh-oh. Maybe I can hit the other Tron land and surgical it away. Maybe. Alright, so we need to hit power plants galore here. Goodbye, graveyard. 1 power plant, 2 power plants. So we hit it if we get the surgical. Put Search at the bottom here. We have a Collective Brutality. We have a Kedron Crab. We have a... We have a Snow-Covered Island. I'm going to not put this into the graveyard. We can utilize this to hit... Let's see here. Was there anything else that went to the bin? The answer appears to be no. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this mine, because that's what they went and searched for. I need black mana, and we'll pass turn. They're going to mill a little bit more. They can put 1 more card into the bin that turns my visions on and gives me a good shot at hitting this power plant. Oh, there's 3 power plants in the yard. They might not even have enough of them. There's Blast Zone. There's Expedition Map. I need 1 more card in the yard here. They'll put the Expedition Map probably in there at the end. Hedron Crab plus Hedron Crab go to the bin. Search shows me a Fatal Push. We'll graveyard that as well. We can flip Azcanta. Double Visions here. This untapping is going to happen. I can double Visions during their draw step and try to hit our surgicals. I'm going to try to do this instead of playing Mesmeric Orb, because if I just double Visions and miss, I can at least Drown in the Lock something. So this does that. They go and get, and I can do this now, they go get a power plant. I'm going to Visions in response to this. We miss. I'm going to Visions again. Nothing. I'm going to get rid of the Palace in the Clouds, Crypt Incursion, and that should be it. Opponent mulligans here, or not mulligans. Orb does orb things. Now they don't have Tron here, and they play their power plant, so this is the last power plant in their deck. So this field actually kills the last power plant, which is nifty. We mill 2. Definitely going to be playing this field. So Crab. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what? Crab. I still have I still have black mana, so this is field, crab, do this. We field away the Urza's power plant, so now they don't have Tron. I can hold up a Drown the Lock if I want to. They might pick off the crab here. If they pick off the crab, though, that's another card away. Go get our swamp, mill them some more. I think I just hold up Drown at this point. 20 cards to go. Hold up a counter spell. They have 5, maybe a 6th mana. Yeah. This is easy. If they want to blow anything up or put counters on this, they're going to mill a little bit more. Go ahead, opponent. Ooh, these fields are good. Orb and orb. 18 cards to go. We play another tower. We have 6 mana here. We're going to counter this. Easy counter. They have all this. I have the glimpse. Probably got them dead. I can play the Mesmeric Orb as well. This is 12 mils plus this 10. That's 22, and that will get them. Okay. Game 2. Extirpate in here. Probably a couple Echoing Truths are okay. I don't mind Ashiok for this one. Maybe Mystical Dispute, but I'm not sold on it. These 5 interest me the most. Crypt Incursion, not interesting. I think some Fatal Pushes can come out. I don't particularly like Collective Brutality here. Let's keep 1 Fatal Push in. These out, these in. Do I like an Engineered Explosive for any reason? Tokens from a Worm Coil would be kind of nice to get rid of. No, I think we're good. Let's not overboard. I think this is good. Bridge is okay for stopping a Worm Coil, but we're looking to attack their lands, not let them get to about 5-6 mana unless they're in the later game. You can maybe swap 1 Fatal Push for a bridge. This is a bad hand. We're going to mulligan this. This doesn't do anything against Tron. Okay, this one's much better. I'm going to risk it. Get rid of this Fatal Push. We have the Crab. We have the Surgical. We have the Archive Trap. We're trying to take them off Tron. Can we do it? Game 2, match 5. It might be our last. Power Plant. Map in play. Land. We missed, but it's okay. Crab is in play. Go ahead, opponent. Typically, they have to search. Stopping on their draw step just in case. Don't want to miss that. Blast Zone. So we don't have Tron. We're searching. We go get, this might be a quick one, a mine. Archive Trapping. If we hit mine, I'm blasting it away. I see a mine there. I'm doing it now. I'm not even waiting. We're ending this opponent right now. End him. We have Sphere, Veil, Worm Coil. I do need another land. Land? Let's cycle. Oh gosh, it's another Surgical. Can I hit something else that I want here? They had a Sphere. They had a Worm Coil. There's an Ulamog down here. There's a Worm Coil right here. Yum, Worm Coil. Yum, Worm Coil. What's left that can beat me? Obviously the Planeswalkers, which are going to be hard to kill us with. I think we're good. Sphere and Veil. Good luck, opponent. If we can hit 2 lands here, I think we win this game. My opponent also has to hit lands. Puts a Sphere down. Gonna use the Sphere. Did not use the Sphere. I missed my land drop. So they have a Veil. They have a Veil, but they can't use it. I guess they can. Come on. We just need this land. Ooh, they make green mana. Oh, we have a Sylvan Scrying. Okay, we're ramping. They're ramping faster than I am. Snow-covered forest is the option here, giving them more green in the future. Smart. Land. Shoot. Shoot. Uh-oh. They're a little ways away from wrecking us. It's getting close, though. Star into play. We know about, what, Vale still? Still know about Vale. Star. They're looking for their answers. Show us the land. There we go. They still have Vale here, so I'm going to play a Manic Scribe. It's pretty safe this turn. We'll wait until they pop the Chromatic Star here and have this tapped in order to fire off a Glimpse. This also milled them just for a little bit. 24 cards remaining. Trying to take down the big boss Tron. Looks like they're passing it back. Oh, nope. Cracks, Chromatic Star, tapping down their green. This is our opportunity right here. Oh, nope. They're going to go get more green, I think. Expedition map goes and gets a snow-covered forest. Plays snow-covered forest. Mill. I haven't played any lands here, so the Veil doesn't protect them currently. Okay. They didn't draw a card. That's what happened there. So we'll just Manic Scribe and wait on the crab here. On their draw step, I'll probably go ahead and just use it. And see if they want to pop the Blast Zone here. Which appears to be a no. 14 cards. I have a Glimpse. I have an Ashiok in play. Or in hand. This one, I think they're done. Urza's Tower has been found off of the Ancient Stirrings. Plays it for 4 mana. Karn, the Greatest Creator. Choosing an artifact. If I hit a land here, we win. If I don't hit a land here, I could hold up Drown the Lock for a turn to counter whatever this is that they're going to get. What are you going to go get, opponent? What gets you out of this? A liquid metal coating. That will not get you out of this. Land? Surgical. I wonder what their win conditions are at this point. We'll play a... I guess we'll play a Glimpse here. It's pretty safe to do. And then if I see anything really threatening, I could try to surgical it away. I really don't see anything that would kill us. I see a few Walking Ballistas here. I don't see 4, though. Let's grab the Walking Ballistas, see if that's another mill one. It wasn't. Ancient Stirrings, Expedition Map, Snow Covered, Karn Liberated, Liquid Metal, Veil. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. They'll never play Karn Liberated. I think we win. I think we got it. We'll see what Liquid Metal Coating does and what else they can get from the yard or the sideboard. And here we can probably Ashiok ourselves if we get the opportunity to play Ashiok here. If we're able to Ashiok ourselves, then we could turn on both Manic Scribes possibly. Opponent's going to get something else here. What? I don't know though. Land wins it. Mill spell doesn't quite because of the Veil. Ashiok doesn't quite. There's a Worm Coil. Worm Coil could do some damage. We have several blockers though. I think it's done. I think we got it. 4-1 here. Blue-black mill in Modern. We'll give our thoughts on the conclusion up next. What a ride. 4-1 blue-black mill, taking it down, getting the time, getting them. Archive Trap. What a card. That was probably the MVP of most of the games. A lot of decks are searching. A lot of decks are interacting, some with their graveyard, but it's just not enough. We were able to blow through them very quickly. We lost just to the Ponza list, the Gruul list, whichever one you want to call it. They were blowing up some lands with Pillage, but they're also big green and red monsters. List feels solid. I see why it's going 5-0, and I would jam it again. Zendikar Rising has some spoilers for mill cards. Definitely check it out, and I'm sure this list will be improved very slightly with those cards. Not to spoil anything, but go check them out. That'll be it though. It's mill. I have no adjustments. It looks tuned. It's doing great. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. We'll see you next time. I stream live at Twitch. Find me with Fluffy Wolf 2. I have my own Twitter there. We have the YouTube as well. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you in the next matches. Take care, everyone.